spat on a Manipuri woman in Mumbai on Monday while she was walking on the road. The 25-year-old woman was walking with her friend towards a military camp in Kalina because essential goods were being distributed in that particular area. The woman in her complaint says that the biker removed his mask and spat on her before fleeing the spot. The Mumbai police have booked the biker and have launched a manhunt for him. So that happened as far as in Mumbai is concerned. Let me go across to Santhya, who's joining me right now. Santhya, extremely unfortunate incident that's come to light here. What can you tell us?
Yes, absolutely. See, the incident took place in Mumbai's Kalina area on Monday, and the victim, who is a 25-year-old Manipuri woman, she was actually going there with another friend of hers as the essential goods were being distributed. So there are different camps set up in Mumbai which are distributing essential goods during the time of lockdown. But while she was walking towards the distribution camp, she realized that there was a biker who came near her, and then he removed his mask and he spat on her. And this is not the first time that such a case has actually been is being reported, whether it's from Mumbai or other parts of the country. As of now, the accused is yet to be arrested.
All right, Santhya, thanks so much for joining us with those details. Meanwhile, concerns over the safety of health workers continues to be the biggest priority at this point in time because they are the ones who are the frontliners, who are at the forefront of this coronavirus pandemic. Now, this incident comes where 29 medical staff have tested positive at Wockhardt Hospital in Mumbai. This includes 26 nurses and 3 doctors. The Mumbai civic body has set up a committee to probe the matter to find out how many cases have come up in a hospital setting. Swabs, meanwhile, of 270 people, including patients, have been sent for testing, of which reports are awaited. Let me, in fact, go across to Disha to get some more details on this. Disha, this, of course, is very concerning because so many people, nurses, doctors in this particular hospital who have tested positive. What do we know about how this started and the containment measures that are in place? How many people have been tested? How many people's swabs have been sent for testing, and how many are in isolation right now?
Well, Avni, there's an update to this entire story is what we know so far. Until yesterday, of course, the figures stood at 29, including 26 nurses and 3 doctors. But today what we are getting to know that more cases have come positive. So more 23 nurses and doctors test positive of COVID-19 here at the Wockhardt Hospital, taking the total tally to 52 nurses and doctors here being positive of COVID-19. So there is an update to the figure that we are giving for our viewers at this point in time. Secondly, what we know that there are about 300 medical staff working here at that point in time. So the remaining swabs that were being sent for testing, the reports are awaited. But as of now, the figure stands at 52 nurses and doctors being tested positive here at the Wockhardt Hospital. As far as the patients are also concerned, there are about 60 to 70 patients who are already admitted in this hospital. They were also being tested for safety purposes and their reports have come out to be negative. As far as containment measures are concerned, we are just standing outside the Wockhardt Hospital where you can see that this entire hospital has been sealed. It's been 3 days that nobody is being allowed to enter or exit the hospital premises till the time they are being tested twice is what we understand from the BMC. Of course, as far as the source of the infection is concerned, we just got a statement from the Wockhardt Hospital today which clarified saying that on March 17th, a 70-year-old patient was admitted here with he was a heart patient. At that point in time, he did not really show any symptoms. But on 26th of March, he started having symptoms of COVID-19. Then he was tested and he turned out to be positive. But within that time frame from 17th to 26th of March, a lot of nurses got exposed unknowingly, and that is how infection spread rapidly inside the hospital.
Yes, that's right, Disha. And Disha, what else do we know in terms of, because 52 is a big number of medical staff from one hospital to be infected. Do we have, are the authorities, is the BMC sure that all these cases, the origin of these cases is from that one patient who was tested positive and then it kind of spread down the line?
Well, that is what the BMC is confirming at this point in time, that definitely the origin, the source of infection was that one 70-year-old patient. Remember, because Avni, he was a heart patient. He was being admitted because of the heart illness, and he was admitted in a general ward. So in a general ward, nurses tend to work really more than in the COVID-19 isolation ward. So the number of nurses working in general ward, in ICU wards, were much higher than the isolation ward. So that is how between the time period of March 17 to March 26th, unknowingly most of these nurses got exposed to this patient, and that is how, one by one the infection really spread out rapidly, because nurses of course were in touch with the other colleagues in the entire hospital for that matter. So this is how exactly is what the hospital and the BMC is claiming at this point in time. But if you talk about the other remaining number, because 300 is a huge number, of course, the medical staff that the Wockhardt Hospital is saying that they work on a daily basis. So now remaining swabs reports are being awaited. So we will have to wait and watch as to whether the number increases or 52 number remains the same at the Wockhardt Hospital.
Yes, absolutely, Disha. Thank you so much for joining us with all of those details.